Have you ever wondered about the divine dance between power and love? In the grand tapestry of faith, a resounding triad echoes through the ages: sovereignty, sacrifice, and salvation. These three stages of the divine dance are personified by two enduring symbols: the lion and the lamb. Imagine the Lion of Judah, a symbol of sovereignty and royal authority. This majestic beast embodies the kingly rule of Jesus, his power to conquer evil. The lion's roar is a testament to divine order and justice, a proclamation of his control over the cosmic kingdom. Now picture the Lamb of God, an emblem of sacrifice and purity. This gentle creature reflects Jesus' role as the ultimate offering for humanity's sins. The lamb's quiet bleat is a whisper of redemption, a promise of salvation through selfless love. These two seemingly contradictory symbols, the lion and the lamb, converge to offer salvation to humanity. It's a dance of divinity, a harmonious blend of power and love that resonates with every heart, across every nation. But what happens when one of these elements is absent? Without the lion's sovereignty, the world lacks order and justice. It becomes a chaotic wilderness, devoid of divine rule. Without the lamb's sacrifice, there is no redemption. Sin remains unatoned, a heavy burden on humanity's shoulders. And without both, salvation becomes a distant dream, an unattainable state. The dance of divinity grinds to a halt, the music of redemption silenced. Yet, in the intricate choreography of faith, the lion's might and the lamb's sacrifice are inseparable. They twirl together in an eternal waltz, their steps echoing the promise of salvation. Through sovereignty and sacrifice, salvation is born. From the lion's roar to the lamb's bleat, we find a symphony of divine love that reverberates through the cosmos. In the embrace of the lion's might and the lamb's sacrifice, we find the promise of salvation. But how does this divine dance manifest in the world we know? Let's delve into the second triad: power, humility, and divine will. These elements too are embodied in the lion and the lamb, representing facets of Jesus' character and his mission. Imagine a ruler, mighty, unyielding, a force that reigns supreme. This powerful ruler is the Lion of Judah, symbolizing Jesus' divine authority and might. He is the one who commands the winds and the waves, the one whose voice shakes the heavens. Yet in his eyes there is the humblest guise, a servant's heart unseen. This embodiment of humility is the Lamb of God, reflecting Jesus' willingness to lower himself, embracing our frailties, our doubts, our fears. In every act of power displayed, a deeper truth unfurls, a divine will, a quiet thrill in humility it swirls. This is the synthesis of Jesus' power and humility, his submission to God's plan for salvation. It's a cosmic play, a divine dance where strength and meekness blend, a paradox of power on which the heavens depend. But what happens when humility is absent? Pride takes its place, and there's a refusal to submit to higher purposes. This lack of humility leads to a rejection of divine will, a disconnection from God's plan. And what is the consequence? Ultimately, this rejection results in a forfeiture of divine strength and authority. The power of the lion is lost, and the world descends into chaos. However, when humility is embraced and divine will is accepted, there's a transformation. The powerful ruler becomes a servant, the mighty lion becomes a gentle lamb. It's a paradox that confounds the wise and astonishes the humble. The greatest in the kingdom of heaven is the servant of all. From the lion's roar to the lamb's soft plea, it's a dance of divine will, a dance that sets the captive free. The world is changed not by power and might, but by humility and submission to divine will. It is in this paradox of power and humility that we find the submission to divine will. The lion and the lamb, power and humility, divine will and human frailty, all dancing together in a cosmic ballet, shaping the universe with each step. How then does this divine dance lead us to redemption? Let us delve into the final triad: judgment, mercy, and redemption. These are the stepping stones on the path to salvation, represented in the lion and the lamb. In the celestial court of judgment, the Lion of Judah sits in majesty. He is the righteous judge, the one who asserts divine law and order. His gaze penetrates the depths of our hearts, revealing the truth of our actions and intentions. His is the judgment that discerns evil from good, the false from the true. Yet in this court of judgment, a hand of mercy extends. The Lamb of God, ever compassionate, offers forgiveness. He is the embodiment of divine mercy, the one who provides a path away from condemnation. His love tempers the severity of judgment, softening the blow of the gavel with a touch of grace. Together, the lion's judgment and the lamb's mercy create an avenue for redemption. This is the act of delivering us from sin, a direct result of divine judgment tempered with mercy. It is the culmination of the lion's righteous verdict and the lamb's compassionate forgiveness, a blend of divine justice and grace that leads us to salvation. But what happens when mercy is absent? When forgiveness is withheld, we find ourselves in the harsh glare of unmitigated judgment. There is no path away from condemnation, no hand of grace to soften the blow. This absence of mercy leads to an absence of redemption, where salvation becomes an obstructed path, a distant dream. In this divine dance of judgment, mercy, and redemption, we find the balance between the lion and the lamb. It is a dance that invites us to partake in the divine process of salvation, to accept the lion's judgment and the lamb's mercy, and to step onto the path of redemption. In the balance of divine judgment and mercy, we find the path to redemption. It's a path that leads us away from condemnation, towards the embrace of forgiveness. It's a path that guides us to the redemption we seek, the salvation we hope for. It's a path that beckons us to dance with the lion and the lamb. But what does it mean to partake in this divine dance, you might ask? To dance with the divine is to understand the intricate balance between the lion and the lamb, the triads of sovereignty, sacrifice and salvation, power, humility and divine will, and judgment, mercy and redemption. The dance begins with recognizing the lion's authority, the embodiment of sovereignty and the ruler's might. This majestic creature symbolizes Jesus' kingly rule, his power to conquer evil and maintain divine order. Yet in the heart of the dance, we also find the lamb, a symbol of pure sacrifice, offering salvation through its act of ultimate love. The interplay of these elements creates the first dance step, a step towards salvation. The second step of the dance involves embracing the paradox of power and humility. The lion, in all its might, exhibits a servant's heart unseen, embodying humility in the midst of power. This juxtaposition, this divine will, is a testament to Jesus' willingness to lower himself, to step into humanity's frailties for our salvation. It is a step into the realm of divine will. The final step of this divine dance is understanding the balance between judgment and mercy, leading us to redemption. The lion, as the righteous judge, asserts divine law and order, while the lamb extends a compassionate hand of forgiveness. This delicate exchange between judgment and mercy, between the lion and the lamb, is where we find redemption. To partake in this divine dance is to accept the lion's authority, to appreciate the lamb's sacrifice, and to embrace the promise of salvation. It's to understand the power and humility of Jesus, to submit to his divine will. It's to acknowledge his judgment, to receive his mercy, and to accept the gift of redemption. This dance, this divine dance, is not just a series of steps, it's a journey. It's a journey towards understanding, towards acceptance, towards love. It's a journey that we are all invited to partake in, a journey that leads us closer to the heart of divinity. Through the dance of divinity, we are invited to partake in a story of sovereign might and humble self-abnegation. What ancient whispers echo in our hearts today? As we journey through life, we often find ourselves grappling with questions of power and humility, seeking redemption and yearning for a sense of divine will. These are not mere philosophical musings, but echoes of ancient whispers that continue to resonate in our lives today. In the dance of sovereignty and sacrifice, we find the rhythm of our own struggles for authority and the sacrifices we make for the things we hold dear. The lion's roar of sovereignty echoes in our quest for control, for a sense of order in the chaos of life. Conversely, the lamb's gentle whisper of sacrifice resonates in our acts of giving, in the moments when we set aside our own desires for the sake of others. Similarly, the echo of salvation reverberates in our longing for deliverance from the trials and tribulations of life. It's a reminder that out of sovereignty and sacrifice springs the hope of salvation, a hope that has the power to uplift, to heal, and to transform. The whispers of power and humility serve as a reminder of the delicate balance we must maintain in our lives. The power, symbolized by the lion, is a call to embrace our strengths, to assert ourselves and make our mark in the world. Yet, the lamb's whisper of humility nudges us to remember that true greatness often lies in quiet acts of service and love. The echoes of divine will, judgment, mercy, and redemption are perhaps the most profound. They speak to our deepest yearnings for purpose, for justice, for compassion, and for second chances. They remind us that in the grand tapestry of life, each thread, each moment, is part of a divine design, a testament to a love so vast that it encompasses both judgment and mercy, both sovereignty and sacrifice. In the echoes of these ancient whispers, we find the resonance of our own stories. They are not just echoes of the past, but a melody that continues to play, a dance that continues to unfold. They are a testament to the timeless wisdom of the lion and the lamb, a wisdom that continues to guide us, to challenge us, and to inspire us. In the echoes of these ancient whispers, we find the resonance of our own stories. Are you ready to accept the invitation to dance? This is not an ordinary dance, my friends. This is the dance of divinity. A dance that echoes throughout the ages, resonating in the hearts of those who dare to hear its music. It's a dance that invites us to step into the cosmic rhythm of sovereignty, sacrifice, and salvation. A dance that beckons us to engage with the divine. Accepting this invitation means recognizing the lion's sovereignty. It means acknowledging the authority of the King, the Lion of Judah, whose roar resounds with power, justice, and order. It's about understanding that his reign is not one of tyranny, but of divine guidance, a rule that seeks to conquer evil and establish righteousness. But it's not just about power. To accept the invitation to dance is also to recognize the Lamb's sacrifice. It's about embracing the purity and humility of the Lamb of God, who willingly stepped into the shadows of humanity's sins to offer himself as the ultimate sacrifice. It's about understanding that his sacrifice is an act of profound love, a love that seeks not to condemn but to redeem. And then there's salvation. To dance this divine dance means recognizing the promise of salvation. It's about accepting that the lion's sovereignty and the lamb's sacrifice converge in a divine act of redemption. It's about understanding that salvation is not a prize to be won, but a gift freely given, a gift that springs from the heart of divine love. So come, let us accept the invitation to dance, to step into the rhythm of sovereignty, sacrifice, and salvation. Let us move with the lion's power and the lamb's humility. Let us sway to the symphony of divine love. For in this dance we find our true selves, we find our place in the cosmic story. As we step into the dance of divinity, we accept the lion's sovereignty, the lamb's sacrifice, and the promise of our own salvation. The dance of divinity is an ongoing rhythm in our lives. It's a dance that never truly ends, but instead unfolds and evolves with each passing moment, each heartbeat, each breath. It's a dance that intertwines the sovereignty of the lion with the sacrifice of the lamb, a dance that reverberates with the echoes of salvation. In every sunrise, in every sunset, in the hush of the night and the bustle of the day, the dance continues. It's in the laughter we share, the tears we shed, the triumphs we celebrate, and the trials we endure. It's in the love we give, the forgiveness we seek, and the hope we hold on to. It's in the quiet moments of prayer and reflection, in the loud moments of joy and praise. This divine dance is etched into the very fabric of our existence. As we navigate through the complexities of life, let us not forget the roles of the lion and the lamb. The lion, with its mighty roar, symbolizes the sovereignty, power, and judgment that guide us, that provide a firm foundation for our faith. The lion empowers us to conquer evil, to uphold justice, and to embrace the divine will in all we do. The lamb, on the other hand, with its gentle, humble demeanor, represents the sacrifice, humility, and mercy that inspire us. The lamb encourages us to love selflessly, to serve willingly, to forgive readily. It's through the lamb that we understand the beauty of redemption, the grace of salvation. In our daily lives, we are invited to partake in this dance of divinity, to balance the strength of the lion with the gentleness of the lamb. It's a dance that demands courage, integrity, love, and humility. It's a dance that promises hope, peace, joy, and salvation. As we continue in this divine dance, may we always remember the significance of the lion and lamb in our journey towards salvation.